So, it's about that time. Arcane Season 2. I just finished watching the first act. So, how the episodes will be placed is that's going to be split into 3 acts. First part of the season just came out today. The next Saturday is going to be Act 2, which is they're coming out in bursts, right? 3 episodes. So, we're going to have 3 weeks of Arcane. Which I don't know if that's how it was, because the first season I watched of Arcane, I came in late, but this time I came early, so yeah. So yeah, tell me if that's how last episode was, or the last season was spread out. But anyway, I'm not gonna give spoilers. I'm going to try not to. If I do, I'll definitely put spoiler review in the title. And then we'll give a total recap of everything. Actually, I might do spoilers. So, spoiler ahead. I will be uploading this later this week, probably. It'll probably be a premiere, but anyway. So, basically, the premise of this episode is that, or the first act is just setting up storylines. So, let's talk about the first episode. Okay, so I believe the first episode, the 3 episodes are like talking about one part of the storyline, then another, and then the third episode is like talking about the climax of the act. So the first episode is the aftermath of everything's the aftermath of the explosion, but this is like directly after the explosion. Mel isn't dead, which I was surprised, because that's the weird thing, is that the weird part that I don't understand is how did Victor get so badly damaged, but Mel is somehow okay? Am I the only one that's weirded out by that? She was literally the front and center of the explosion, and yet somehow she didn't get hurt. But it's whatever. I was expecting her to die, because Mbissa sounded very evil in the trailer. So yeah, then it cuts to, first off, the visuals. They stepped up their game. It's like a mixture of when it comes to the particle effects, it's more cartoony, almost like an anime. But then it's like the characters and the setting are all the usual Arcane, which is immaculate, fucking immaculate. Anyway, sorry if I'm talking a little bit quiet. It is 4 a.m. So I've been up all night just binge watching the first 3 episodes. So sorry if this is too quiet. That's why I'm close to my phone. Anyway. So yeah, where were we? Caitlin is attending the funeral and is mourning her parents. Caitlin's dad definitely does not like Vi. And Mbissa is trying to round up people. So, and then Mel was giving a speech, right? So they're at a memorial, and Mel was giving a speech, and then there was also an attack from the lady with the no nose, which I thought for sure that was going to be Jinx, because she was wearing The lady was wearing a hat, and the outline kind of looked like Jinx, which I think that's what they were going for. But anyway, there was somebody on the inside who was like giving an attack, and these like shimmer bots. These shimmer bots started attacking everybody. Oh shit, wait. Before that, okay, I'm out of order. So before that, Caitlyn gave Vi a badge and was like, hey, join us and everything. And then Vi obviously was like, hell no, these people killed my parents. Which I do want to talk about Vi for a little bit later on, because I'm not the happiest with her right now, but I digress. So yeah, and then after the second attack, Vi and Caitlyn were like talking, and Caitlyn apologized, and Vi was like, you know what, screw it, she's not my sister anymore. Which I think that's just kind of bullshit. I mean, I get that her sister's changed, but also Vi didn't really even try to convert Powder. You know what I mean? Like, she just gave up immediately at the first point of contact. But, you know, that's, again. And I will give Caitlyn some grace for her actions in the later episodes, because she did lose her parents, but she is being a complete bitch. But anyway, in the second episode, we get to find out what happened to Jinx. We see a kid getting harassed by this older gentleman, and he like bumps into Jinx, and he immediately recognizes Jinx. I think it's a she. He or she, I don't fucking know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, everything about that's going on. And Jinx is like taking this kid under her wing. Kind of like how Vi and Powder, now Jinx is taking a kid under her wing. Which is just awesome. Then it cuts to Jace, you know, trying to fix Victor with the Hex Core, which that's a whole nother storyline. Victor wakes up, but then immediately leaves, and with the Hex Core running through his blood, he was almost about to get attacked by the same guy who was like a fiend for Shimmer. If you know who I'm talking about, I don't know his name. But yeah. But then Victor heals the guy with the Hex Core, which I was like, dude, this is awesome. Victor's finally becoming like big. But that also begs the question, will he become the robotic guy, or is he going to become like a wizard type character? Because I can't tell. Anyway, I think that was in the first episode. I'm sorry if I tell this out of order. You're going to have to watch the series yourself if you want the complete actual storyline. But, so then after all of that, it cuts to Jinx fixing up what's soon to be Savika's arm, which I'm so happy that they're getting along, because that would have been so depressing if like Jinx was just on her own completely. I don't know why, but I found it so sweet that Jinx and Savika are like becoming sisters. Just because like they were both close to Silco. Anyway, but then Vi, Vi and crew, attack, not really attack Jinx, but like drown her out with like smoke and stuff. Jinx manages to get away because she uses distractions, and she like has a breakdown. But as she's trying to escape, this like little rat creature attacks her, which was insane. But Savika ends up helping and saving Jinx, which I thought was really cool. And then we find out that Savika has a really cool arm. But she's gonna have to get used to it because it's kind of like a gambling machine. Anyway, we see a little bit of Savika, or not Savika's, Mel's mom, Medarda. I think that's her name, Medarda. We see a little bit of corruption in Medarda because she kills the Black Rose lady who has magical powers. Which I'm really digging that the first season was like all about the technical side of things, and in this season it's like more magical and mystical. I really appreciate that they made like a tone shift. Second episode, Caitlyn's like, are you gonna be okay with me killing your sister? And Vi's like, dude, I told you that's not my sister. Which again, Vi, come on, stop being a bitch. just stop trying to kill your sister. Anyway, so they actually kiss because Vi says, everybody in my life has changed, don't you change on me. And then they kiss. Oh yeah, also, we're getting little hints to probably Act 3's villain. Singed is taking care of like this wolf character, which we saw in like literally the first trailer. But yeah. So that's obviously gonna be the big bad, or potential season 3, which I know season 3 is not gonna happen. Just wishful thinking. But the wolf character will be a big part. Am I missing any parts since episode 3? I don't think so. Episode 3 focuses on like getting ready for the fight between Jinx and everything. Fuck, I'm gonna try to remember, guys, honestly. So we find out in episode 3, Heimerdinger and Echo break into the lab, and they're like working with Jace to figure out something because their tree is like infected with hex core. All three of them go into the mainframe of the hex gates, and find out that now the hex core is infected like completely, which is insane. Because it was like a hive mind, which it's crazy. Anyway. So yeah, while that's happening, they're getting ready for the fight. Vi literally tells Caitlyn to take the shot, which is still fucked up. Seriously. Like, Vi, don't stop. Like, stop trying to kill your sister. Anyway. But anyway, so then there's this massive fight. Other action. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I had Funyuns while watching the show. Anyway, so there's like a massive fight, and Caitlyn, the kid that Jinx is taking under her wing, like saves Jinx because that's what causes Vi to hesitate, and then Caitlyn like shoots the gun out of the kid's hand, and Caitlyn's not in the right headspace, because she was about to shoot the kid or shoot Jinx, and which would in turn hurt the kid. Then Vi quickly gets up to stop Caitlyn. And the kid like is hugging Jinx, and Jinx is like, "What are you doing? Get off of me, kid." Which I think is like so adorable. Anyway, then Savika pulls a lever, and then that drowns out everyone. And then as everything's said and done, Caitlyn loses her mind and starts beating up a picture of Powder. And Vi's like, "The hell was that, Caitlyn?" They talk everything, and Caitlyn's like, "You still have her blood." And Vi's like, "Then why are you the one acting like her?" And then Caitlyn, being the cunt she is, hits Vi in the stomach with her gun, and then abandons Vi, which, you know what, Caitlyn, fuck you. Anyway, so then it cuts back to the council. Medarda is lying about everything, lying and saying that Black Rose Lady just like was stabbed by a Zonite, which like fuck you, Medarda. Anyway, so then she like recruits Caitlyn as like the main boss or something like that, and then Caitlyn takes it. So hopefully this means that Vi and Jinx will work together. Hopefully. Because in the games, which I watched, which I believe it's confirmed that the ARCANE series is meant to be the canon series. So, assuming that that's true, Vi and Jinx have an understanding that they're sisters, but they don't get along. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm having bad acid reflux. So yeah. Well, that's going on. The episode ends, and then it cuts to Singed hooking up his blood to the wolf. So either the wolf is Singed or the wolf is Vander, which would be insane. But yeah. So that's basically the synopsis of Act 1. Overall, 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna say it. Every act in this series is gonna be a 10 out of 10. I'm just telling you guys right now. Be prepared. It is... This show, dude, is so good. But if this video was too inconcise for you, or like you couldn't understand anything, go watch the series yourself. I recommend it. That's why I'm going to be uploading this later than I usually would. Like, I'm not going to upload it immediately. But yeah, just go watch it yourself, please. It is worth every minute of your time. Every millisecond of your time, I should say. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.